Hello, this is slightly different, and I know I have half an exposed face, so the contrast is lots. There we are. So, hello. This is weird. I'm 22. It's kind of a very odd one. I have basically been forgetting about my own birthday. I really like the lighting and I like being warm. I had to go and find like the one warm spot inside that wasn't already occupied. It may be sunny, but it is very, very cold outside, which is good, which means people stay inside. Please stay inside, please stay home. You know, having a birthday during a pandemic is like, okay, this is interesting. This just feels like the longest Sunday of my life. And that is said as somebody who has also had gone long periods of time, you know, out of education and not having a job. So I'm like, in my defense, I did YouTube instead, but like still this feels so much more weird. I guess because it's imposed rather than I'm choosing it. Turning 22 means nothing to me. Really forgotten about it. I did buy myself a couple birthday presents though. I bought myself 2 visors and I bought myself a fanny pack, a bum bag, so that I could do more running. Because as it gets warmer I don't want to like bring a jacket and then bring my phone. So all I did for my 22nd was bought myself running paraphernalia and I bought myself a little necklace as well. So I'm kind of like, oh, I love me. I never know what to say in these kind of videos. I was like thinking about it, I was like, I could do 22 things I learnt so far, 22 pearls of wisdom, but I have no pearls of wisdom. I have no idea what's going on. And I've regressed tremendously, as we all have, so I guess that's fine. This is not how I imagined my birthday at all. I was really looking forward to my birthday this year actually, which is weird because I don't really enjoy my birthday that much, but that's like an anxiety thing and a lack of control thing. So then sort of growing up and being like, oh, I can, you know, control things and choose what I want and do whatever and like it'll be fine. I feel like this was one of the years like I've actually got a lot better, so I was like, oh, I wanted to go and enjoy that and now I can't. It's fine. Sparrow's thought for all of your Aries friends who are having to spend their birthdays inside doing a fuck all. And also because my parents, my dad is not very well, my mum also isn't well, because then she's like looking after him. We've elected me as the most low risk person in our family, which is smart, so I am now in charge of the food shopping, which means my mum was saying, I'm like, oh, you have to go and buy your own birthday cake and your own card, sorry. Like, great, I love being 22. I think as somebody who plans so much, currently 4 years into my 5-year plan, I add a lot of stress onto what I achieve by the age that I am. So this, I guess, digs into my extreme anxiety of lack of progress. But I think all of us, our entire generation of people, who are very stressed out about not making progress and about, you know, not being productive and about how we measure success and the ways we measure success instead of maybe fulfillment and enjoying that. I feel like our generation, and I'm not talking millennials, I am talking Gen Z, I think our generation, the older of our generation, hello, 22. I know quite a lot of you are 20s. Like we measure success in interesting like ways that don't, just because you're successful doesn't necessarily mean you're fulfilled. I've been reading Beckett again, Samuel Beckett, and I love him. I absolutely love Beckett, and like an absurdist worldview makes so much more sense. And like this entire thing right now of being in lockdown and whatever, it's very, I'd say it's quite Goddo. You know, what are you waiting for? You're always waiting for the next thing, for the next step, the next like bit of fulfillment. Well, not fulfillment, the next bit of, I guess, it's like satisfaction, but it's without being fulfilled. It's like when you eat sweets. So yes, you're momentarily satisfied and it's exciting and fun, but ultimately you're not like long term happy. I put a dress on to seem like really put together, but I am once again wearing sweatpants. I've been wearing sweatpants and a dress all day. I think our generation needs to like focus on enjoying, it's the whole like enjoying the journey not just focusing on the destination. There we go, gonna speak to you in BS Pinterest quotes. I joke, but I do find Pinterest wildly calming. I'm gonna link it in my Pinterest down below. Just from the perspective, like, I use Pinterest to like mood board and like plan stuff, to plan aesthetics, to plan film aesthetics, and also plan the rest of my life, because that is my favourite activity to do, it's plan my life. Just why I love playing Sims. I've been playing Sims again. So much fun. I'm just like, I have so much control over everything and I get to play with everything and design and mainly renovate. I love renovating. It's like my favourite thing. It's just like renovating a house. But yeah, Beckett. I think an absurdist worldview makes so much more sense because it calls out the fact that everything is a construct and that everything is bullshit, and that why are you waiting for the next thing? Because the moment you get to the next thing, you'll never be happy. You'll just keep going, looking forward to the next thing, and then you'll never really be fully satisfied. So instead of chasing goals, we should chase our own happiness and fulfillment. This got deep in 8 minutes flat. Well done, Emma. Last year I did a one take. I don't know if I'll bother to edit this because I'm just feeling so unmotivated. I'm feeling a bit more motivated because I managed to get a decent camera setup that I actually quite like. We're quite close. Hello, welcome to our intimate moment. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm 22 and I don't really know what to do with this information now. I'm kind of like, oh. Am I still early? Like, oh, I don't want to. Oh God, I'm so stressed about getting into my mid-20s because I'm worried that I won't have accomplished anything. There we go. Discuss that feeling of, what? I still don't feel like an adult. Kind of hoping I never do. That's just not me as a person. Don't see an appeal in growing up. You can be responsible when you need to be, but that doesn't mean you need to be old. My birthday this year is weird. I had a plan. I was going to throw a fucking raging house party with my friends. Because starting film school I've made lots of new friends. So I'm like, party! God, and it fit in so well with my scheme at the moment. I guess that's another thing, it's like feeling of like missed and like lost opportunities now that we're all in lockdown. So if you could all stay the fuck home. I know you guys are probably doing that. If you could all stay home, that's the thing, is I'm preaching to the choir. I know you guys are a lot of you are very, very similar to me. I think that's how we all get on. God, it's so nice and sunny outside. So if everyone stays home and only goes out for the pharmacy, food and exercise, that would be great. Fess up to you. I'm filming this the day before I turn 22 because what I actually want to do on my birthday is go for a run. I want to do, it's like 12k. There's lots of hills involved. Running is the only thing that's giving me like a legitimate sense of progress. Even making videos, I'm like, this is what I always do, so it doesn't, not doing it makes me feel like I'm making no progress, but then doing it doesn't necessarily fulfill that feeling of needing to make progress because it's like what I'm supposed to be doing. Anyone else, or is it just like a chronic overachiever kind of problem? Maybe it's a type A problem, maybe it's a generational problem, maybe it's a me problem, maybe it's not even a problem at all. Yeah, I think that's the notes of turning 22 during a pandemic. Feelings of productivity, lack of progress. Is it lack of progress? Because I am technically where I want to be. I guess Emma has a 5-year plan. I enjoy having plans. As we know, I'm currently in year 4 of said 5-year plan. 5-year plan is 3 years of university, 2 years of master's degree. But they recently, very unfortunately, have postponed term 2 responsibly. Postponed my second term till August. I hope they film school, so I hope they like review that if things change. But so far that's how it stands. So, because I was deferred initially to start in January, though I got in for September, so it's like I feel like in that way my like 5-year plan is being deferred, like postponed twice. So it's just like overwhelming feeling of like I don't know, like jump starting. I got a start and then like it stopped again. So having momentum, it's a question of momentum. and everything is just stopped, and I hate it. And all of this like BS now, like, oh, you have so much time. I'm like, I don't have time because now I have no energy. So we can't win. But again, as I think I've mentioned, if these are the things we can moan about, then we are very, very lucky to have these as our problems, because or at least we can wait out. I hope this isn't too negative as a video. I don't mean it to be, but I just have no energy to be like, not that I'm ever fake in my videos. I've tried very hard to not do that. Always be my true self, even if try and be my most, I hate saying the words genuine and authentic and whatever, because that does predispose you to put you on a pedestal, which I am not about, but like, trying to keep it real. And I have no energy to be like super positive. I don't think any of us do. Even though I try to keep negative things away from my channel as a nice little escapist thing, but then at the same time we can't ignore that there is a pandemic happening and that we're in lockdown. So how do you mitigate these things? Lord. I quite like this little place to film actually. I might film things here. Don't want to film in my room. I just hate doing nothing. If you tell me to do nothing, then I suffer. And this happens like, this is on like any front, whether it's, you know, in a creative sense, in a relationship like sense, in a work sense. The moment you tell me to do nothing, I'm like, or like the moment you tell me not to do something, it's the one thing I want to go and do. I just hate doing nothing. My biggest fear is boredom. Terrified of being bored. Ooh. No wonder then that I like I've been playing so much on Sims the last few days, because but at least I get some kind of like sense of accomplishment, being like, I bought a house, I renovated said house, then I sold said house, and then I bought a new house, which is like a ranch with like horses. Then I renovated that. I love taking the like dinky little designs and then like making it really swanky and modern, and I'm like, yeah! I'm trying to like figure out what my style is, because as much as I love like Angeline regime and like Louis XIV's and sort of kind of like, you know, Baroque and Rococo sort of things, I also love quite understated modern things. It's like, ooh, how do you get these things to work together? How do you, ooh. I'm such a fucking nerd, I'm sorry. I love design. Also a hoe for like colour palettes and coordinating. I think you guys already knew that. But how are you all? How are you all doing? How are your families? Are you guys staying safe? Are you guys enjoying your one government sanctioned activity a day? But let me know how you guys are doing. I do genuinely want to hear. This isn't like a standard, oh yeah, tell me. I'm like, no, do tell me. I do want to know how you guys are doing. Because obviously those of you who comment quite a bit like I do, you know, as I've said before, I learn your usernames. I know, I'm just like, I want updates. How are you guys? And if you don't comment very often, hello, how are you doing? You doing alright? How much YouTube have you all been binging to try and get through this? And also, as I've said, what do you want to see? Because I've got nothing else to do. So here we are. I am editing my isolation week 3 vlog from last week, because this is now day 23 being isolated at home and quarantined my dad upstairs because he's ill. This is fun. Please stay the fuck home, everyone. We think he got it in London and then was just like, he was completely fine for quite a while, and then he got sick. So just because you're asymptomatic, it can still get bad. Which is terrifying. Stay home. But yeah. Just try and make the most of the time that we have. And if you're feeling unmotivated, I think my advice is, and I keep trying to do this, and I feel better when I do it, it's just like every day, committing yourself to like one thing. Be like, okay, today I will do some watercolour painting. Today I will go on a run. Today I will read a bit. Instead of being like, oh, I have all this time and done none of these things. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. What matters is that you stayed safe and you followed the guidelines. They're not guidelines, they are rules. You followed the rules. And that you can be proud of how you conducted yourself during the lockdown. But yeah, let me know how you guys are keeping yourselves entertained, how you guys are doing. And yeah, this is the weirdest birthday I've had in a long time. I was actually looking forward to it for once, and then the universe was like, nah, bitch. Ugh. It's what it is. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. Hope you guys are doing alright. Like, subscribe, and all the jazz, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.